I know their home. They know me well. They always called me old man. This is 8 or 10 years' work down the drain. I'm very upset about it.
Mbala went to visit the father of Madias Nzeson Gaka, a 20-year-old athlete who was the African women's weightlifting champion. She finished 6th in the Olympics, then disappeared. Her father has very little news.
She's alone there. It's not easy to tackle things by yourself. We are very stressed and want her to come back as quickly as possible.
She was one of 8 Cameroonian athletes, including several boxers, who escaped in the hopes of finding better training conditions abroad. Frubina Kimbe, a friend of the family and former athlete, says it's not surprising.
Athletes here are pitiful. I don't think that anyone can get by in Cameroon with sports alone.
This is not the first time such a thing has happened. In the past, 3 Sudanese, 4 Congolese, and 3 Ivorians ran away when competing abroad. For some, this reflects a problem with African sports, but others see it as treachery.
When you are lucky enough to wear the Cameroonian jersey, you can't behave like this, whatever the conditions in your country.
The missing athletes in London have visas that are valid until November, so they have a bit of time to decide whether to stay or leave.
And before we go, a reminder of our headlines. ECOWAS Commission officials have been discussing plans to integrate the Gambia into the proposed West Africa Power Pool project with the Vice President. Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry has donated $500,000 to people affected by last year's crop failure. 9 people have been killed and several others injured during skirmishes between feeding unions in South Africa's Northwest Province. And leaders of Islam and Muslim countries have converged on Mecca for an emergency summit on the long-drawn-out conflict in Syria. You are reminded that you can monitor GRTS Radio live on our website at www.grts.gm. That brings us to the end of this edition of the news. Thanks for the pleasure of your company. Enjoy the rest of our programs.
والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون.
If you have any questions that you want answered during the holy month of Ramadan, all you have to do is to send us a text on the following numbers: AfriCell on 2020 200, QCell 3030 300, Chromium 6060 600, or on the Gamcell line on 9990909. Your questions answered this Ramadan on GRTS.
Assalamualaikum badingol mbal bismillah la Q&A forum to nabi Q&A forum me ñinin karol be mbulu mun be den doing Lailatul Qadr awo kambala dronga usse landing gasama sotale jang ati bala wo nyinin karol kilin jabe la lela ustaz ne bismillah
ini mbara fat jase ko malia mo nyame mbal be tontula kal talla jay ay mabe nyin sunkarola fo lelatul qadri fonse kacala fana
ustaz mbe nyinin karo fulo ni nyinin kar fulo la ngamin sota jang wo mu ako muna lelatul qadri
bismillahir rahmanir rahim badi misil molu mimu lelatul qadr aka soto sunkarole kono sunkarola tilitan labango atelemu karoti wala atelemu sutoti miyalon ko qur'ano jita ate sutol kono kabo lawhil mahfujti nyola sinya killing kabo kana dunia sangoto bat sain kabo dunia sangoto kana mol kan ay sanji muang anin sabal soto atelemu sutoti miyalon ko ate alabato wol fi samantata kari wil killing alabatoti atete damen niyo kasabi wala yo konti kari wil killing fatu jase abita sanji tanse anin saba anin karnan oto sutole mi alon ko akumata e ka fole ko lailatul qadr ninum lailatul qadr ka sutiyan ko min time o kenyala
ñinin kar fula ñanga mari ko mol ñanta mum batul nya sifal le kala ñin suto
ñin suto mol ñanta batul sifa min kala kila sallallahu alaihi wa sallam nin suto ñin sita aka molu suksuku min kan aka mol yamar min kan wala min betiyata beti ala finkon be jele qur'an karang be jele ba special ñin suto ñin karo ke wala mu kamunke kallo kanafilo ke kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ako mi lailatul qadri suto yalo limaniya kamma anin barajiran kamma ila junbol miltambita ibabe kafarla bara mance ko kudol te kalaje qur'an karon se keje duwa se keje bar mimbe jata beti wala mu kanafilo keje ko min kila ya funyamen sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam
nyen kar saban jango ako mul nyanta mun duwaran sifal kala nyin suto
mol nyanta duwaran min kala sakora duwaran min kummayata duwaran beti nin duwaran ninga trase kero sabati nite wala la society wala la jamano wala la banko kan isa duwa bar duwaran mi yalon ko kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ako duwaran min katita min fisamantata duwaran beti nin suto ninnata fatu jase kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ala muso min kata aisati ay kila nyinin kale akay ko kila nkibari bang yellondi bang nimbenta nyin suuto fe mim lailatul qadr te mbe mun fala duwaran to min fi samantata duwaran bede komi kada min ka ngaji be kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay mun fala no monyo min kata aisati akay ko isafa ko allahumma innaka afuwun karimun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni ñine mu duwaran ti mi alon ko a betiyata duwaran beti kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay wol fala muso wala mari man satalla ite ikalafi kayamfu moliye mbe anin lebulu pour isiyam funye ni ne ma kototi
ñinin kar nani jango afar la yata le nga tabiri jamal ke nga dépense jamal bondi pour ka ñi lu nga jura doro
afar yata amam farya ka dépense jamal bondi ni lu kam adama du ni sotoke aketa wato watiti se dépense bondi ila dimbali ya domo ni se mol fanan kundije ise kundi bar woni ni nata farra yando kamma amanna farra yando kam kadu ko kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay chodiro kenye banna salolela ako ayyam tashrik ayyam aklin wa shurbin wa dhikrillah womu lungol bar nindo mandali le sotoje kaje ko inyanta tabir balikala kaje ko inyanta domor balikala kaje ko ibe domor la wulinde la kon bar domoro niaw soto wato pour ila dimbalu ila halalo abetatal bar amanke fararoti ikan wala mu ila ñinin karo ninti
ñinin kar la bon min keta ñinin kar lulu njangoti iko mune ñing suto sabu fo ñin dum ko mo dol ka fo no ñame fo ñin non lungoti mi yalon ko hadamba dingol la kibaro ike murunde arajano kono fo ñin non suto ti mi yalon ko alqur'ano fos dita nan hadamba dingol kan fo lol be benta lunke lenne
ñin suto comme nga fo no ñame ñin suto mu sutol ti mi yalon ko qur'ano jita kan qur'ano jita je bani aje ko nin suto mari man satalla man saba man sakallantol molul la kolu ayatala nin sutol ni nata jibe fatu jase luolu malekol kanale dol kana juuti la dol nin barol kata